What's a harmless thing that terrified you as a child? The busy tone when a call went dead. That used to scare the shit out of me. Yes, why did they have to make it so unsettling? I think we're conditioned from scary movies, like that white noise static TV. Thank God those things no longer exist. Whenever the floorboards creaked, I imagined myself or my bed falling through the floor into the basement. Happened to a neighbor's daughter, 13-year-old girl, chilling in the bath. There's a creak and next thing the bath is in the kitchen. She wasn't hurt. I thought the bathtub drain would suck me down with the water. Me too. I hated that super loud suction noise when you drained the tub. Scared the piss out of me. I remember putting my hand over the drain and the suction pulled my hand and gave me such a shock. That little rope of buoys that separated the deep end from the shallow end in the pool. The FBI warning before movies scared the shit out of me. I was terrified of the glowing lights coming out of the earth during the Universal theme song. Old televisions, right after you turned them off, they would glow for a bit. That's when the monsters could come out of the TV and get you. Sounds like Poltergeist has scarred another person. I had to, and still do, always close my closet doors and was absolutely terrified of looking under my bed, especially at night. Porcelain dolls. I'm 27 now and still terrified, lol. It's the cold, dead stare. Those gives me the creeps. Not weird at all. The THX sound effect that preceded most movies in the early 2000s. It always scared me as a kid. I listened to it last night and it still makes me uncomfortable. Not sure why. Sharks in the swimming pool. Could be 3 feet deep and I was still terrified yours was just gonna leave only my trunks floating in the water. LOL, you ever floated in a pool while closing your eyes and then your brain is like, imagine if this was the ocean and you jolt to open your eyes to remind yourself you're not. Lawn flamingos. My big sister told me that they could take you soul if you looked into their eyes, so I'd run past them with my eyes covered. Apparently everything. My mom was always the worst case scenario. No matter what I did it was, don't do that. You're going to poke your eye out. You'll crack your head open. And the list goes on. Helicopters. I remember freaking out and crying if I saw one. They were like sky spiders. My dog is also afraid of helicopters. She's cool with airplanes, but helicopters are gonna eat us apparently. Chuck E. Cheese. That rat still gives me child molester vibes. Fun fact, the new updated version of Chuck E. Cheese, in the commercials, is voiced by the lead singer from Bowling for Soup. That is fun. Turn off the lights to the basement and then running up the stairs. I'm 35 and I still do that. LOL, my body isn't as mobile, so I just installed a light switch near the entrance. Quicksand. It's 2020. I think quicksand is a legit concern for me at this point. Actually, in 2020, I think you'll probably have a lot of bigger problems to worry about. The sound of the toilet flush. I would wash my hands first, then flush and run out of the bathroom. I was 100% convinced that snakes would come up out of the toilet and eat me. I was convinced I'd be sucked in and then I'd have to live in the sewers. Didn't help much when flushed away came out. The way horses don't have white in their eyes used to scare the hell out of me. This also applied to Puss in Boots when he did the pouting thing. Could not sleep with my closet door open. I saw way too many movies with scary things in the closet, so I figured a shut door guaranteed my safety. I was a weird kid. Yes, also letting your arm or leg hang over the bed. You just knew something was going to grab it. E.T. still freaks me out. Creepy little fucker. Edit. Wow guys. Never felt so validated in my entire life. Everyone always made fun of me for it and I still won't watch it in my 30s. The worst is when he gets sick and turns white. I could crawl out of my skin. E.T. the Eternal Terror. Not me, but my daughter, she was afraid of balloons. The floating freaked her out. She wasn't afraid of them because of popping. She was especially scared if she saw a balloon that lost some of its helium and that would hover. The clothes in my closet at night, when the light hit them just right. Danny DeVito, nobody knows where it came from. My guess is Matilda. Batman Returns Danny DeVito was pretty creepy. The moon. I watched the Thriller video and was convinced that staring up at a full moon would turn me into a werewolf. Van Gogh's self-portrait was hanging in the bathroom at my school and it scared the shit out of me. Ghostbusters the 2nd of May have contributed. I was scared of portrait paintings for a year or so after that movie. The Kool-Aid Man. I was terrified he would burst through my bedroom wall in the middle of the night. Also, the band Kiss. Ghosts and clowns in the storm drains. Clowns in any location are not harmless and you should still feel fear when anywhere near them from now until the end of time. A fear of clowns is called sanity. Windows at night, because I might look outside and see a vampire. When you look out a dark window, it isn't the fear of seeing something, it's the fear of something seeing you. Butterflies. That episode of SpongeBob when they went into Sandy's dome for the first time made me terrified of butterflies. Honestly, to this day I am still scared of them. Mirrors. Actually even now they're kinda creepy in the dark. Same, I was always terrified that the reflection would start to move on its own. The Thriller music video. Zombies were fine but I still refuse to watch it today because of Werewolf MJ. People in church that would hold their hands up during songs. Pinocchio. When the children all turn into donkeys. Thanks to a Reddit post I saw earlier this week, I now have unblocked that memory of being scared shitless. I was afraid of pineapples. Every time my mom would take me shopping with her and go to the produce section I would scream bloody murder. Then they would chase me with pineapples. Natural death. I was 6 when I knew that we could die from old age and shit terrified me. Usually people want that and you were afraid of it. You're different. You're not like other girls. You're quirky. My brother drew a scary face in my room and told me that it would kill me if I tried to rub it off or fell asleep. That's evil but genius. Exactly what I'd expect from an older brother. The idea of the Bermuda Triangle and what I would do if trapped in it. My sister's dolls. I thought they would come to life and kill me. I would secretly take a doll here and there and saw them into little pieces and bury them. Are you by chance Sid from Toy Story? Hearing the pulse in my ear through my pillow, I thought it was the sound of death's footsteps. After the attack on Pearl Harbor on the 12th of July 1941, any sound of aircraft flying overhead would put me into near panic to hide in the basement of our home. I lived in Honolulu at the time. My nana used to say God bless before I went to sleep and for some reason it scared the life out of me. I can't stop laughing. The water draining out of the bathtub while I'm still sitting in the tub. The noise and the whirlpool still make me nervous as an adult. Of course the fear of swallowing watermelon seeds that can grow in your stomach. Reddit. Magicians. Whoa bro, you just made an entire person disappear. Now you want volunteers too. The idea of burning in hell if I refuse to practice my religion terrified me as a child. That's how they get ya. Can't offer a carrot without a switch. Onions. Yup, absolutely terrified. Still no idea why, haha. The Planet of the Apes movie. I had violent nightmares for weeks. As an adult I rewatched and can't figure out what the nightmares came from. The text chain saying someone was gonna kill me if I didn't forward to 10 people. Fiction. Someone's gonna kill you if you don't forward this. Reality. Someone's gonna kill you if you keep forwarding shit no one cares about. Airplanes in the night sky. I was convinced they were from outer space and they were going to take me away. Dogs with rabies. Read a book that scared the crap out of me. Apparently it's not as common as I thought. In fact it's fucking rare. when I have seen dogs having threesome in a public place in the middle of the day. Flaming hot Cheetos. I didn't even have to eat them to be scared. My cousin would hold them up in front of me and I would run away screaming in terror. Guacamole. My mother always used it as a threat like it was some form of torture to consume it. Little did I know that it's one of the most delicious substances ever. Waiters, I don't know why they just scared the shit out of me, always wanting to know what I like to eat. Midnight. I thought if I was awake then I'd be ganked by ghosts. Naturally this fear did not help my insomnia. Going up the stairs after turning off the lights. I swear it's either live or die. Space. The vastness freaked me out. I couldn't look at the stars at night without my heart racing. Human or animal statues. Till this day, to be honest. Although Animal from the Muppets was the literal devil, had a lot of nightmares about that asshole. The movie Beetlejuice. The very opening. During the Geffen Pictures screen, the G spin slowly to the background of the Beetlejuice theme. Scared the crap out of me as a kid. I'd have to leave the room. Russian nesting dolls. The vacuum cleaner from Teletubbies. That thing had crazy eyes. And those shower heads going up. Damn. The kitchen cabinets were made of pine. One cabinet door had eyes that terrified me. I would back out of the kitchen, switch the lights off and run. X-Files theme song. That shit made my hair stand. The phone ringing when I was home alone. We don't even have a home phone anymore, but back in the day, always assumed it was a kidnapper or a serial murderer. Santa. I did not want to sit on his lap, lol. Apparently the first time my mom tried to get me to, I just looked terrified and repeated, "I scared of Santa. We good now, go."